man. I am very, very, very excited for kind of the culmination of this event. We've both been kind of involved in all these different kind of aspects of GenAssist and seeing kind of what is the biggest melee tournament of all time. A tournament with so many, like, so stacked. It's just crazy to see. So crazy, in fact, that our gameplay has already started.
I was about to say. Okay, so we have Ben and Tranimal. So Ben's going to be playing our default Sheik blue, Tranimal in green. But this should be pretty interesting, and I was going to ask, actually, if chain grabs are on, and the answer is yes, going into this.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the things, I was noticed yesterday night was after watching Leffen's Sheik versus Zain, which if you guys haven't seen that match, you definitely should check it out after this broadcast. Ben was saying, like, I'm so inspired, like, I can push my Sheik further than ever, so I'm really excited to see how he does today. Clearly motivated, feeling good, but the Sheik Ditto, it's punishing. Like you said, chain grabs are on, and it can be rough to say the least.
Yeah, kind of a different beast entirely, but very, very true. Leffen Sheik had a really, really good showing last night. We'll see Tranimal trying to pick it up right here. Ben at 176 here on the edge guard, and Rising there is going to finally wrap it up after a whole minute. Tranimal takes the first lead.
Yeah, pretty good start so far, but it really is all about kind of whether he can take any of that extra credit. I love the way that Ben is playing this situation. He's really showing you, like, just how difficult it is to be cornered against a good player. Like, he was stuck there. When he finally got out, rolling, he still got punished anyway. Holding stage like that is such a sign of a capable player, and it's how you push your lead further. And we're basically even once again.
Yeah, absolutely. Ben looking for the grab. He finds it off ledge grab, though. Can get it for a few more before it starts being a problem with this platform underneath. But Tranimal's kind of DIing towards center here.
Yeah, I think he's trying to make that DI a little bit ambiguous. I think he thinks he's going to land on the platform, but it actually didn't really work out for him. Got a lot more percent. Look at the back air there. I thought we'd see reverse bear, but it doesn't seem to matter, and already he is up a solid stock.
Yeah, really good stuff from Ben right there off of, again, single grab, and this is what makes this matchup so punishing as a whole. Ben off to the races again. 2 grabs make it 3. And, I mean, we're going to see, hopefully, Tranimal looking with the, backwards DI right there.
Yeah, that was the DI he was kind of trying to get before, showing how effective it can be. Just one of those things where, like, when you watch someone chain grab, it always looks like easy, right? Like, you just kind of look at it and you're like, oh, I guess they can just, like, re-grab. But what they're missing is, like, kind of how subtle some of the reactions have to be if the opponent knows how to DI it correctly. Like, do you need to turn around? Do you not need to? It's tricky for sure.
Okay, Tranimal on the edge guard right there. Rising there again has kind of been his ledge jump aerial of choice, and it's netted him 2 stocks so far, so we'll see if he can go the distance now. Full stock down with Ben in the lead.
One of the things I always think of whenever I watch a Sheik Ditto is just Sheik is such a good character in terms of edge guards, and then she actually has a pretty bad recovery. So in the Ditto, you see both characters, like both players, able to edge guard their own character so hard because she just doesn't have that many options. We'll often see people opt to not even up B at all, going for the air dodge, just because it's pretty easy to punish. We'll see that right now. Like, it goes for the regrab or the down smash. You just don't have that many mix-ups.
Okay, opportunity. Again, Rising there does not reverse this time, though, so we'll see if Tranimal can find it. Oh, Wave Dash kind of puts it down in place. I feel like that was a good decision by Tranimal and a reversal situation.
Yeah, that was very, very, very close. I like the follow-up from Ben, though, just kind of racking on that damage. Like we said before, anything is extra credit. But, this is not unwinnable. Chain grab can even things up really, really quickly. Edge guard situations can even things up really quickly. It's all about kind of who gets the first opening, and it is Tranimal that does it.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, slight behind DI that we talked about earlier, Radar. Really good pickup from Ben to get out of that. And the mash as well. Such good defensive play.
Yeah, that's kind of weird because I'm pretty sure you can, just buffer that, unless that's only with Spaceys. I know with Spaceys you can down throw and get the pummel in, and it's impossible to mash out of it.
You can, and I'll bring that up after this game finishes, because that's a really, really good point to talk about here, especially in this matchup where it's so grab heavy. We'll see if he closes it out, but it's a forward throw instead. Catches jump? No.
I love that forward throw there. Like, he went for the forward throw. It looks a bit weird, but like it put him in a situation where he had to, like, where he gets hit by the needle, and then if he gets hit by the needle, he has almost no options. Like,
Yeah.
back air is very, very lenient, very easy to hit. really kind of smart option from Ben.
Yeah, for sure. Ben first one on the board. And to your point about pummeling in grabs, this is something that's pretty interesting, especially when we talk about a really grab heavy matchup like a Sheik Ditto here. The buffer down throw is a real thing, and everyone in the cast, I think with the exception of Pichu, if I'm not mistaken, does have a frame window where they can guarantee an extra pummel. And you saw right there, Tranimal was looking for 2 pummels, but Ben mashed out in time. Where they can double pummel if they're under 50 and guarantee it and guarantee the throw after. So for Sheik, that's a 6-frame window where it keeps them locked in the capture damage animation and prevents them from mashing out in time.
Well, you know, great to hear Walt kind of with the breakdown there. It's kind of hilarious to me that they would not have Pichu be able to do it. Like, I feel like that's such a melee thing. To be like, literally every character can do it, except for some reason this character who just can't. And it's just different for them for some reason.
Yeah, I want to say it's Pikachu and Pichu have a 0 to 1 frame window, so it's technically possible, but really hard. And then it's actually Kirby who has a 0 frame window, so Kirby just straight up can't do it with any throws.
Good game design, but you know, for all the beauty of Melee, there were some kind of weird flubs. I'm sure it was done in a crunch, and I mean, it still turned out pretty good if you ask me. Speaking of pretty good, though, we got Ben up a clean stock in a matchup where Travioli kind of dropping things. Like, in particular, the pummels, I have really not liked. It feels like just such a waste of an opening. And yet, not converting off of a grab like that has been the story of the set so far, but maybe we'll turn it around here.
Okay, big opportunity right here. Oh, yeah, looks all the way down with the boost grab, but Tranimal scouts that one out pretty early. Converts into just another grab for Ben, though, and Ben has been so on point with finding these regrabs. I think that's the first drop I've seen from him so far.
Absolutely, and yeah, even holding the corner again, like, he really understands how to keep a character in disadvantage, you know? Just really make it feel like an uphill battle the whole way. That's kind of... In general, when you're playing someone better than you, or at least someone who's playing better than you at this time, that's what it feels like. It's just whenever you get an advantage, that advantage just kind of disappears.
Yeah, but we saw this type of position in Game 1 Radar, where Tranimal was down what felt like a really large margin, and slowly starts to claw his way back, and it starts with 1 stock every time.
Absolutely, and you know, Sheik, a character very vulnerable to things like crouch canceling, very vulnerable like on the recovery side of things. So this opening here is so big, kind of will determine a lot of the flow of the set. I like the DI from Ben, does end up getting him out of that sequence.
Yeah, got a little bit dicey right here, and Ben just applying so much pressure on the corner right now. It feels super dicey for Tranimal to even come in. Somehow finds center right there, and then fights his way out with the Nair at his shield. Ben with the Nair of his own now, edgeguard position.
I think this should do it. Oh, just barely misses the reverse forward air, and that gives Tranimal one more chance at life here. But is he able to get anything from it? Nair?
Oh, looking for Bear regrab ledge, but doesn't get it. Finds the grab off of Ben's roll. This has to be a stock.
Even that, like, he plays it safe with the Nair, and that way he can cover, like, 2 options instead of 1. Ends up getting the kill anyway, but, like, is that kind of, like, what you need to be doing when you're at this hard of a deficit? Like, you kind of need to sort of play a little risky because you're already, like, behind. You can't just kind of, like, hope that the openings you get work out. And I feel like Ben's both, like, neutral ability and then also, like, knowing when to kind of commit a bit more heavily led to him winning that set, particularly the neutral, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, really good showing. I mean, I don't think that people would look at that 2-0 and say like it was a wash because it wasn't. It was
Absolutely.
really close for Tranimal to bring both of those games back. But Ben is going to come out victorious there, move 1 round further. I believe that was winner's side of pool, if I'm not mistaken. So, oh, it was losers. Okay, so Tranimal's actually out from that. That's crazy.
That is crazy.